Hello everyone, hope you all are doing very well and first of all very sorry that I was not able to upload any video in last couple of months. Reason being that I was busy doing some personal stuffs and I was not getting time. But now as I'm back and I'll be uploading videos frequently, so please stay tuned and keep supporting. So today's video is going to be very helpful as many of you have requested me to share your personal experience in MasterCard, and I have recently completed 1 year in MasterCard, 1.6 to be exact in MasterCard, and I am in a position to share my experience with you that how the things are working in MasterCard, how is the process and how is the work-life balance, salary and everything in MasterCard. So we'll be discussing all those things today. I have noted down few questions that I generally get on LinkedIn and Instagram. So I have noted couple of questions here and then I'll be going one by one and we'll be discussing that. So starting with the first question, which I mostly and frequently get on my Instagram, that what was my experience when I joined MasterCard. So I had 2.6 or 2.5 years of experience when I joined MasterCard. Before that, I was in Infosys, and after that, I joined L&T Infotech for a very short period of time. Maybe someday I will also upload a video on that as well. Why did I left L&T very soon, within maybe 5 or 6 months? So that also I will record probably in couple of weeks. I have few videos lined up, so that is also one of them. So yeah, I had 2.6 years of experience when I joined MasterCard. After that, the another question comes is for which role I was hired in MasterCard. So I am currently a developer in MasterCard. I'm a full stack developer, and the position that you generally get here in MasterCard is it's SDE1, SDE2, then we have senior software, then we have lead. So I was hired for a SDE2 position, and it's experience level 8 in MasterCard. So another question here is there any bench policy in MasterCard? So uh, people generally, I'm not sure who asked me this, but I've noted down from my Instagram. But people are generally not familiar how the things work in service-based company and product-based company. Obviously, I was also very confused before that. I used to search a lot. So video like this only helped me. So yeah, it's a open uh, forum where we can get a lot of information. So now as I have the information, I'm sharing with you as well. So in MasterCard, first of all, it's a product-based company, so there is no bench policy in MasterCard. And if you are getting hired for any role, that means that there is an opening in any project. So that is why you are getting hired. Otherwise, there will not be any open position in MasterCard. So first thing is that, and also one thing out of maybe whatever I have followed, that I want to share with you. Like it's not related to exactly Mastercard, but it's my personal things that I used to do when I was giving the interview. So for example, if you are getting a interview call for any product based company, I'm not talking about the service based but a product based company. So what happens, maybe if you have 3 rounds in that company, so one of that will generally be taken by a product manager or a project manager, you should say. So I used to write names on paper. So for example, if I am giving my first round, so I used to write name, and then I go to LinkedIn, I open that company profile, and then under the people section I used to search that particular name. So there I can get the information about that person, for which role that particular person is working on. So that way I was able to identify, okay, so this particular person has taken my second interview or third interview and he is a manager. That means ki whatever project I will be working on, maybe most of, like, it's a 90% chance that I'll be working under him. So that way I used to find few details about that person, and then I used to connect with people in that company, and then I used to ask about that person, because obviously we cannot blindly go and join any other company. Which project you'll be working on, what will be the work life balance, how is that person going to handle that particular sort of things. All these things were there in my mind, so that is why I did a lot of research and all those things before joining Mastercard. And yeah, there were a couple of offers that I had, so I will also discuss that in my salary part. So that will we'll be discussing at the end. Then another thing comes here is, how is the work-life balance in Mastercard? So if I say about myself, so in my project, work-life balance is very very well. So and like we in product based, if you are aware, it's not like people don't do micromanagement. That also again depends on your manager, as I mentioned earlier. But generally there is no micromanagement in product based company. Like you will be assigned a work, you will be assigned a deadline for that, and you just have to update the progress on that. It's not like every 1 hour somebody will come at you and why it is not delivered. So it's totally your responsibility that you have to complete that within whatever timeline is given to you. So whenever you feel like working, for example, if you don't feel like working, maybe if I'm logging in, there is no login time in Mastercard. So if I want to log in at 9 or 10 or 11 also, I can do that unless I have any important calls to take. And if I want to log in again at maybe log off at 6, I can do that. But I, as one thing that I need to keep in mind, that I have some work assigned and that I need to complete. That's all. And if I feel like okay, something is being delayed, maybe I can log in at again 10 for 1 hour. That is my personal thing. It's not like somebody is asking you to log in and do that. So that is again your personal thing to do. And again, another question here is, which tech stack I'm currently working on. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm a full stack developer here. So on the front end side, HTML, CSS and JavaScript, this is the basic thing. So it's again, it will be there obviously. So we are using Angular as a library here. So sorry, it's a framework, not a library, by my bad. So we use Angular and React as well, but in my project personally, we are using Angular. And there are some content management tool like AEM, DXP, all these things also is being used. So that's in the front end side, and obviously JUnit for the unit testing. We also do the unit testing on the front end side. So on the back end side, we generally use Java 8, and Spring Boot. Then there are a couple of libraries that is being used. Microservices, I cannot say we are completely using in our project, but it's a sort of maybe you can say it's a partially being used. I'm not able to explain how I am saying it is partially, but you can understand, like it's not completely microservices in my project, but we are also using microservices in different project in Mastercard. So then what else in backend? Obviously for for the unit testing we have JUnit, then Lombok, all these sort of libraries we have. Then for the coding standards we have check styles, then code coverage for Jacopo code coverage, and all these things are available. So that's in the tech stack part. Let me open, I was just checking my notes what else I have to cover here. So then coming at the very important section here, the salary part obviously. So first thing to check here is, yeah, what was my salary when I was hired at Mastercard? So this is again a very important question, and maybe out of 15 or 20 questions, 7 or 8 questions are mostly related to salary. So obviously we'll discuss that, but I will not be telling you the exact amount, but whatever I'll say, that will be very helpful for you. because salary is completely, you cannot say that if you're getting hired for SD2 you will get this particular amount in MasterCard. So there are various factors that decides your salary. For example, if you are switching directly from service based company to product based company in MasterCard. So let's take an example that your salary in previous company was 5 LPA, and MasterCard salary range for SDE2 varies from 13 LPA to 20 LPA. So in that case, what happens, as you had previous salary of 5 LPA, maybe when you will get an call from the HR, they will say like, okay, we'll hire you 13 LPA. So once your process is completed, you will get that 13 LPA offer letter. Now here also there are a couple of factors that comes into the picture. If you have any other offer, good offer in hand for a very good companies and they are paying you more or similar to that, so maybe if you are confused, maybe you can share the details like, okay, I am getting this much details from another company, and there are some good perks as well, but for so and so reason I want to join MasterCard. So if you can do something in that, so in that case MasterCard generally, or any company, it's not about MasterCard, any company generally increase your salary, or maybe you'll get a revised offer letter of 15 or 16, whatever. We cannot say like how much amount they will give, or even they will give or not. That also totally depends on the particular position, and if there is any chance of negotiation or not. And let's take another example. If in previous company your salary is 15, sorry, no, not 15, your salary is 10 LPA. So in that case, maybe they will directly say that, okay, we'll give you 15 LPA at the time of hiring itself. And once you get the offer, and if you have another offer in hand, a good offer, so maybe it can go to 17, 18 also. So that also depends. But you can consider that for SD1 it's around 8 LPA to around 12 to 13 LPA, and for SD2 you can say it's around 12 to 13 LPA to 20, around 20 LPA for SD2. And for after that we have senior, and then we have lead. So accordingly you can like guess how's the offer that is going to be there. So that is all about the salary part, and at the end I missed one question. Is there any office politics in MasterCard? So till now I have not seen any office politics in my project, and also I have not heard anything from anybody or my friends speaking about that. So you can say there is no office politics, but we cannot say about the higher management or apart from the development stuffs, like if there is any or not. But whatever I have seen, and whatever whoever I am connected with, I have not seen any sort of things or anybody discussing about that. So work culture is very good, people are very good here, and yeah, that's all I need. Like, and also we have a very good project which I'm currently working on. So that's all. So that was all about my experience at MasterCard. If you want to know some specific details or something that I've not covered here, maybe you can comment on this particular video, or if there is something personal that you want to discuss or something that you want to ask personally, you can connect with me on my LinkedIn or my Instagram. Link you can find in this particular channel description. So yeah, that's all for today. We'll be coming back with another video in a couple of days. So till then, stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.